What is happening, wonderful people? So last night I got a chance to go see Hoppers, and in this film, when Mabel, an animal-loving student, uses technology to transfer her consciousness into a robotic beaver, she infiltrates the animal kingdom to save their habitat, befriending a beaver named King George to fight against a human developer threat. And that's all I can say without giving too much away. Let's talk about it. So Hoppers, when it comes to Hoppers, I remember when they first announced this movie a few years back, and I remember thinking to myself, that's a weird and very bizarro concept. That's what they came up with? It just sounded strange, but at the same time, it was a little interesting. So I thought, all right, I'll check this movie out. I'll go check it out. And as a Pixar fan, I love Pixar. I grew up with Pixar. I love almost everything they do. They usually have more hits than misses, and I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it, but I didn't really have any major excitement for it. But even then, I'm a Pixar fan. I've been a Pixar fan ever since I was little. I grew up with all of these movies. And sure, some are better than others, but for the most part, they really knock it out of the park. They usually have more hits than misses, like I said earlier. Whether it's Toy Story, whether it's Monsters, Inc., whether it's The Incredibles, or even Cars, or even Finding Nemo, Inside Out, they usually knock it out of the park. They usually do. And I went into this hoping that I'd like it because obviously I want to enjoy every single movie I see, every single TV show I watch. And Pixar, especially in their earlier days, like the glory days of Pixar, they were very unique and rich and distinct. All their movies had such a good distinct vibe and a very well done, just unique and rich vibe to all of the movies. Some more than others, but they usually, for the most part, all had a really good, distinct and unique vibe. A vibe that always set them apart from other animated movies and other franchises, whether it's DreamWorks, whether it was Blue Sky, whether it was Illumination, all of those type of animated companies. And the trailer at first didn't really work for me. It didn't really work for me. I watched it a few times and thought, yeah, it seems sweet and innocent enough. It does, but at the same time, Pixar was coming off of Elio last year, which I did not think was very good at all. So there was definitely some skepticism going into this one. And if you don't know the concept about Hoppers, if you're just now finding out about this movie while watching this review, it's basically Avatar. It's basically Avatar. It is basically a animated version of Avatar for kids. It's basically Avatar for kids. That's what it is. Because you have our main character, Mabel, who puts her brain into this machine that goes into this beaver, and she's trying to stop this guy from building this new town, and she loves animals, and she's trying to save them and save their habitat. And in the next few days, I'm going to have a top 10 Pixar ranking coming for y'all, so definitely look out for that. But after walking out of Hoppers, I can say this. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it is a lot of fun. So if you're new to my channel, or if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I like to talk about my positives first, then my negatives next. But even when I need to be negative, I will be positive. And even when I need to be positive, I will be negative as well. And overall, Hoppers is a lot of fun. It is. It's nothing groundbreaking or over the top amazing, but it's one that you can take your family to go see. It's one that you can take your kids to go see. It's sweet and innocent enough. It's even going on my most surprising films at the end of the year, because I did enjoy it more than I thought I would, even though it's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means. It's just middle of the road Pixar. When I say middle of the road Pixar, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's not bad. It's just, when I say middle of the road, I mean it's just right there in the middle. It's not top 10. It's not the worst Pixar movie ever made, but it's just kind of right there. It's up there. It's kind of up there at the top, but kind of in the middle, if that makes sense. But you still have fun with it, though, for the most part. You do, and I did for the most part. I still had fun with it for the most part, and it's an interesting movie to try and comprehend and review, because my first thoughts walking out of the movie is that I thought it was fine. It was totally fine. It's a totally sweet and innocent film that you can take your family to go see. It's a totally innocent and sweet film that you can take your kids to go see, and y'all all really probably enjoy it. Y'all all really have a good good time. Y'all probably enjoy it. Y'all probably get a really good laugh out of it like I did. And it's not a top 10 Pixar movie. It's not anything like a new or magical like the glory days of Pixar, but it's one that you can really just sit back and go, yeah, I had a good time with that. I did. And originally when I walked out of the theater, I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. But I had this like sixth sense in a way. I had a feeling that it would grow on me, and it already has. It already has. At first, I wasn't sure if I'd watch it again, if I wanted to watch it again. But I kind of do. I kind of do want to go see it again because it is a lot of fun. And I mainly want to watch it again, not by myself, but with people, because I want them to laugh. I want them to laugh because there's so many great things about this movie. So many great things. But my favorite thing about this movie is the humor. It is the humor. By far. And I've been talking about it with people nonstop. Like, I've been texting people about it nonstop. I've been telling people, you have to go see this. I even told my mom and sister, I want to go see this with y'all. I want to go see it with them. And it's definitely one of Pixar's better films in recent years. And overall, starting off the bat, this is easily Pixar's funniest movie to date. I was trying to figure out what Pixar movie is funnier than this, but I couldn't think of one. I could not think of one, and obviously there are a lot of other Pixar movies that are funny. There are a lot of other Pixar movies that are over the top hilarious, that are legit funny, but this one just has the right amount of humor. It has the right amount of humor. Not all of it lands, but for the most part, I was dying in my seat. I'm not going to give any context away, no spoilers or anything, but there's a shark in here. There's a shark in here that has no reason at all to be in here, at all. But that's what makes this movie funny, because the movie's so random and weird, and it's funny because it's wacky and bizarro. There's also a caterpillar in here who absolutely had me in freaking stitches, and there's a few other characters that got a good laugh out of me as well. Y'all know about the lizard. The lizard got a good laugh out of me, and there is a beaver who barely opens his eyes. His name's Loaf, and I'm not even joking with you. Like a loaf of bread. And it's just some of the things that happen in this movie. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, there's no way they just did it in a Pixar movie? What? Like, it's nothing like bad. It's nothing like inappropriate or anything. Obviously, it's not inappropriate because it's a Pixar movie. But it's just, the thing with the movie is it's so random. It's so random in a good way. And that's what makes it funny, because you're just sitting there and you're like, what's the shark do? What's the point with the shark? What? And I thought that the animation was good for the most part as well. It's your typical Pixar animation. You've seen it before. When the movie opens, the animation didn't quite work for me, but as the movie progresses, it gets better and you get used to it. You do. And the film's not afraid to get poignant. It's not afraid to get poignant. It's not afraid to make you emotional. It's not afraid to pull and tug at your heartstrings and to throw these emotional beats at you. And as someone who's a mama's boy, I'm not afraid to admit it. I love my mom. My mom is like one of the greatest people that ever walked the earth. She is, and I love her. Obviously, I love her. And it almost got a cry out of me. I was sitting there like, man, this is hitting the whole, whoa. Am I about to cry? I think I'm about to cry. Whoa, this movie, yeah. It really did. It has a lot of heart, it does. It wears his heart on his sleeve, and the one thing that I love about this movie, one thing that I haven't seen in a while, is that you actually care about the characters. You do. Our main character in here, Mabel, she's very likable. She's a very likable character. You like the journey of this character. You like the journey that she goes on and the relationship that she has with all of our other characters in here. You understand where she's coming from and what her motive is for what she's doing. She's passionate. She never gives up. And our other characters in here, King George, he's like the king of the mammals. He's voiced by Bobby Moynihan. I believe that's how you say his last name. I might have butchered that. If I did, I apologize. Y'all let me know. I think I got it right. I think I said it right. But anyways, he's super likable. He's super likable. He's very kind. He's very sweet. And he's just a good, likable character. You always root for him. And Dave Franco voices a character named Titus in here. And I won't say which character is Titus because it's not a spoiler, but it goes along with the humor. And I want y'all to be surprised because when we first see him, I was like, this is absolutely freaking hysterical. This is hilarious. And John Hamm plays our main human character in here, Mayor Jerry. He's our main villain, but also at the same time not our main villain. It's really interesting. He's trying to accomplish his mission, and Mabel's trying to stop him, and that's where we have our story. We actually get some character development towards the end as well, which is always good to see. It is. You have other actors in here too, Meryl Streep, which all of y'all know, and Eduardo Franco, who played Argyle in season 4, Stranger Things season 4. It is easily one of Pixar's boldest films. It takes swings, and most of them actually work. There are things that happen in here where you're like, this is a kid's movie. This is an animated movie. What should that even have happened? What the heck? Oh my gosh. You're like, what? That's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers and insane. And I just sat there laughing my butt off going, what the heck is even, what is this movie? And the stakes actually feel high this time around as well. It's not afraid to tackle some deep themes. It's not afraid to get dark. It's not. And underneath it all, it's really about bravery. It's about friendship, love, and achieving that thing that you want to achieve. Even if there's obstacles in the way, you gotta press forward. And if they make a sequel, I'm totally in. That being said though, like I said, it's a totally fine film. It's totally fine. It's not groundbreaking. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's one that you have a good time with nonetheless. It's one, like I said, that's already growing on me, and I figured it would. However, the story's a story that you have seen a million times before. It's not breaking any new ground. It is very paper thin. There is some depth and some development here and there. There is, but the typical cliches and tropes that you've seen in a lot of movies that you've seen a million times before are in here. It follows the same formula as most Pixar animated films. You have our main protagonist, there's an antagonist, he's trying to do something that could take away something that the hero loves, and that's where you kind of have your story. It kind of does feel like an animated version of Avatar, which didn't take me out of it, but it may take some people out. And funny enough, one of our characters actually name drops the Avatar movie in here, which is kind of like a meta thing. It honestly blew my mind. You're name dropping a movie in your movie that people are comparing this movie to. I'm mind blown. And I mentioned earlier that the animation was good for the most part. It was good for the most part. But also how some of the animation in the beginning didn't fully work for me. It's that typical Pixar animation you've seen before. It's still good. It is still good, but it's nothing new. And it is totally different from most Pixar films. The tone that is in here may not work for a lot of people. Tonally, it is very unique and very different, which may take some people out of it. It may. It didn't take me out of it though, but it might catch some people by surprise. And I thought the pacing was good for the most part, mainly because the humor in these characters keep you engaged, especially with how likable they all are, and especially with how funny the movie is, but not all of the humor lands. There are some moments where I was like, I don't know about that joke. I don't know if that fully worked for me. That didn't fully work for me. Let's move on. Let's see if the next joke is better. It's easily one of the darkest films Pixar has produced in a while. Some of the imagery in here may scare younger audiences. Some parents might be a little concerned. It's still a kids movie. It is still a kids movie. There's nothing gruesome or gory in it, but some of the imagery in here may scare some people, and I would have liked more time with some of the other like niche smaller characters. I know obviously that's not really a negative, and with the story they really couldn't, but the lizard was a lot of fun. There's a bear that's really likable in here. There's another beaver named Loaf. He's just kind of there, he is, but he was funny, and those characters are basically main characters. You follow them throughout the entirety of the film, but when the movie ends you're like, man, I wanted more time with them. I know we followed them throughout the entirety of the film. I know they were basically main characters, but they're so interesting and they seem fun. I wanted more time, and hopefully we get a sequel so I can see those characters again. So yeah, overall, with Hoppers, I wasn't really looking forward to this movie. I am a huge Pixar fan. I grew up with the Pixar movies. I love Monsters, Inc. I love Toy Story, Cars. I love The Incredibles. I love a lot of films that they make. I do. And I walked out really surprised with Hoppers. I walked out at first just thinking it was fine, but it has really grown on me since last night, and I really did enjoy it. It's not perfect. It's not groundbreaking, but it's a Pixar movie that I think a lot of Pixar fans will love, and I think if you are a Pixar fan, you will really get a good kick out of this movie. So with Hoppers, I will give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and with Hoppers, I will say dedicate your time. If you're a Pixar fan, I think you're going to enjoy this, and if you're looking for something to make you laugh, this is the movie to go see. So that'll wrap up this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment, share this video. We just hit 1K subs a while back. We're now at 1.3K. And the next big milestone is 2K and 3K after that, beyond that as well. If you're new as well, I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reaction, movie live streams, movie news, movie rankings, all that wonderful movie stuff under the movie umbrella. Let's talk about in the comments down below. Did you like Hoppers? Did y'all not like Hoppers? Or are you going to watch it in theaters? Or are you going to wait to watch it on streaming? Let's talk about it down below. Keep talking movies, wonderful people. Cheers.